Hey everyone, it's Demonless Travels here, and today we're going to be talking about even more Disney, as always. As you can see, I have a new backdrop, a new lighting, new microphone. Camera's still the same, but it does look better with all this new equipment. Now, today's video is going to be specifically looking at scary Disney. Halloween is just around the corner. I thought we could do a small little video about Disney's scary things. This does include people dying in the parks and some rides coming to life. So, maybe a bit of a PG warning there. But, as always, let's get on with it. In 1999, a child was photographed hanging from the ceiling of the It's a Small World ride in Disneyland. Now, this one's number one because it was possibly debunked. We're not so sure. Disney has never actually confirmed that this is a true story, but I thought I'd put it in anyway because it is quite a popular one to be told. With this story, I've also found the information that the lady gave who reported it and who took the picture. I'm going to insert the picture now, and I'm going to read for you what the woman said. In 1999, my family visited Disneyland. We happily rode the Small World ride. I was 12 at the time, and my sister was 6. We loved every moment, and our parents smiled with nostalgia. At one time near the end, some lights suddenly shut off, and rear lights illuminated the ceiling. The moving display part shut off, and crew members wearing red overalls walked over to them to help passengers in the boats on the stage to direct them out of the building via emergency exits. A voice came over the speakers. Disneyland thanks you for your visit. Please evacuate the attraction in an orderly fashion. Keep looking forward and follow the directions of staff. Thank you. Staff wouldn't tell us much as they quickly rushed to the outside of the building. Ambulances were outside and police cars were parked in the main walkways. At the time, my mother still had her camera out and snapped a few photos of the crewmen and close-up of the mechanical children. She snapped a few last-minute photos of whatever she could find, just to use up the last of the roll of the film in the camera. Since we were going to develop them later that afternoon anyway, and the last photo on the reel was aimed at the ceiling of the attraction, and this is what we saw. So, I did read that a bit badly, because I'm trying to read that, but I hope you can understand what I was trying to say there. So basically, this woman was only 12 when she went, and her mother wanted to use up her film once an evacuation happened, and she took a picture of the ceiling, and that was what they found. Now, it is believed that that is actually an animatronic that was just left up there. It's not known. Disney never came forward to say what it was. People like cast members have said that it's not, and it is actually an animatronic, it wasn't a child. But that does leave to question of why there was police at the ride and an ambulance, because you wouldn't just bring one of those there unless an accident or something had gone wrong. But another thing is, she did only get to see the ceiling because they turned the lights on. So it's up to you what you believe in that story. So in the comments down below, tell me what you think. Is it real? Is it fake? Animatronic or an actual child? You tell me. In 1974, an 18-year-old female cast member died on the American Sings ride when she was crushed between a solid wall and a moving wall. Now, there is a video that comes with this. It's not real. I think it's just a video of the American Sings ride, some female in the corner talking, and that the scream's been added in through editing. But I'm going to ask the person if I can put it in.
No flash photography here in our theater. Also, for your own personal safety, remain in your seats at all times, especially while the carousel is in motion. Feel free to clap and sing along, but please remember, no flash pictures. And now, America's favorite.
And now, let's travel on through history and hear America sing. Sing it, Sam. Yankee Doodle traveled south, riding on a riverboat. Played a tune and sang it out, it sounded like a billy goat. Yankee Doodle liked the South, sang their song so dear. Thought they were most elegant for everyone to hear. Yankee Doodle singing up the Yankee Doodle thing. Fine music, better working in the song behind.
No one actually ended up reporting the incident for a little while because people actually, for some reason, thought a loud scream was actually part of a ride that is about American eagles and animals. But someone did actually eventually come forward and say to a cast member they heard a loud scream, but they was actually on the other side of the theatre. So it was obviously a very loud scream if they were able to hear it. The ride officially was only shut for 2 days before it went back into operation, but people did hear about this and they were a little bit iffy about the safety of the ride. So they ended up putting safety walls up so no one else could actually get hurt, and also they put an alarm up on the wall so if anyone went anywhere near the danger zone of getting crushed, the alarm would go off and the ride would not move. Officially, this ride is now closed to the public and no one can actually go on it. It's been completely removed and a new ride is in the place of where it used to be. The animatronics, funny enough, were taken from this ride and moved to the one in Florida to be used in the animatronics there. So, there's a bit of history from each park that you're able to see in the Florida park. Number 3. The animatronics in the It's a Small World ride come alive even when switched off. Now this one's been reported by cast members who swear by it that the animatronics will move positions, their arms will go differently, they'll smile, their mouths will open, they'll blink when they're walking past them. So my question for that is it just a trick of lighting or are they actually moving? What do you think? Number 4. People to this day still throw ashes in the park rides. After their loved ones have been cremated and turned into ashes, they want to put them in places that they loved in life. So what better place than Disney? They used to love it so much. Actually, that's not a good idea. The hot spot for dropping these is in the Haunted Mansion. But if you think you would like to try and do this, I'd stop you there. Because if a cast member catches you doing this on a camera, they will put out a white powder alert to tell all the other cast members what's happened, and the ride will probably be shut down so they can clean it up and it'll be disposed of. And you possibly would get banned from coming to the park. Number 5. In 1973, an 18-year-old drowned in the Tom Sawyer Island River when he tried to swim back to the mainland with his younger brother. Now, the two brothers decided to sneak into the park and hide on the Tom Sawyer Island until the park closed. After a few hours, they decided they wanted to go back to the mainland, and they didn't even bother thinking of alerting a cast member. They decided to swim. So the little brother, who was 10, could not swim, and he got on his brother's back so he could be carried across. Now, this river kind of dips, so if you're walking or you have a weight on your back and you're trying to swim, you're just going to sink lower and lower, and that is what happened. The older brother happened to go under the water while the younger brother stayed above. The younger brother survived and was pulled to shore by a cast member who found him doggy paddling in the water, but the brother's body was not found until the next morning. Not alive. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video today. I hope you're enjoying the new background. I do have a black one and a white one, and this glittery silvery one, which I thought I'd start with. Also a new microphone, a ring light, and I figured out a few more camera settings, so hopefully my video content can get 10 times better than what it has been. Please don't watch any older videos. But thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this scary Disney video in time for Halloween, and please give this a like, thumbs up, share it, whatever you do, and subscribe. Thank you so much, guys. I'm Demon This Travels, and you've been watching this. See you real soon.